Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Flight of the Amazon Queen. Let me turn the volume down real quick. There we go. And in the last episode, we did some more exploring in the temple. Matter of fact, the last thing I did was get the pick. So now, we need to go into that door that is up there. And in order to do that, we need to leave this room and then enter the middle door where the giant statue is, where we drop down in here from. So, now that that is the thing that we have done, we can now go over here and enter this doorway. Now, we've never been in this cave before, and we can actually do some looking around here. We got a hole that we can look at. Let's go ahead and do that.
Side of this wall.
And I bet if we broke that hole, we could get in there. There is also a stalactite up here on the ceiling. C for ceiling, G for grand. That's how you tell them apart.
Doesn't look very safe hanging from the roof.
And he notices that it looks like it could fall down from any moment. Amazingly, what you can do is take the pick that we have just gotten and use it on the stalactite. And by striking the stalactite with the pick, this little piece of rock falls out. It's flint.
It's an impure blackish-gray form of quartz that occurs in chalk.
Now, we can pick up the flint. That's what we're going to do. Now, we have a lighter. I don't know if we've looked at it or not, but I might as well look at it again.
It's got no flint.
Well, guess what? We have flint now. So let's go ahead and get the flint. Use flint on lighter. And
it's on.
We can use this again. We're not done with the pick yet, though, because we can use the pick on the hole, and we can break open a path to that room that we found.
Looks like I hit pay dirt.
You sure did. Also, you're not Shelton Benjamin. Anyway, we now have this room. There are some things we can look at, although
I can't see any way over there.
We can't look at the green jewel or the immense treasure.
I can't see any way over there.
And there is also a crypt. Unfortunately, that's all we can do in this room for now.
It's closed.
So, what we need to do is go back, and we need to start doing some more exploring. Now you're probably wondering, what do we do with the lighter now that we have it? Well, you're about to find out. First, we need to go into the door on the left, and we need to make our way over to this door. Now we have a snake. We need to get it out of the way. To do that, we need to use the mummy wrappings on the arm bone. It's a good thing that Joe King took it out of the statue after opening that path down to where we are exploring now, because guess what? We have another use for it. We might as well look at the makeshift torch because we can.
It's an arm bone wrapped in the mummy rags.
Of course. And we might as well use a lighter on the thing that we have just made to make a torch. If you look at the torch in its lit state, you just get the same message as you would in its unlit state. So, let's just cut to the chase and use the lit torch on the snake.
You're lucky I didn't deep fry you, pal. I ain't afraid of no snakes.
Take that, Indiana Jones. Also, that probably could have made for some good food in the temple, but what do I know? Anyway, we now have this going on. Of course, to look at the waterfall, we had to go all the way down the stairs, but we were going to do that anyway, right? Indeed it does. And we might as well go ahead and see what's going on in this door. This area should look familiar. However, I do want to check out the other door first. Because this takes us over here. If we look at the body,
He was carrying an ID card and a strange piece of stone.
we get an ID card and a stone statue.
It belonged to the dead god in the temple. The poor guy was only 26 years old.
And it looks like he did not survive whatever it is that got him.
Looks like he didn't get too far.
And that's what happens if you look at the man's body again. Let's look at the little bit of stone. Oh, I look at the bit of stone.
Looks like part of a stone carving.
Indeed it does. And you could look at the statue, but Joe King pretty much tells you you're not close enough to look at it
I can't see any way over.
if you do. So, and we could walk over here, but I'm going to go this way because we're going to see what's on the other side eventually. For now, let's go ahead and... No. I forgot I went through the door to the north. No, we didn't. We went through the one to the east. Now we're going to the door to the north on this level. And we are now opposite the room, or the little cave with the pick in it. And that should look a little bit familiar to you if you're looking to the right there. Going in here takes you to this. And if you go over to the door that is up the stairs, you will end up right here. I told you we'd be going here eventually. We just took the long way. We also have another room to the west, but before we do that, I want to check out those lizard statues with the lasers or something coming out of them.
The lizard heads are projecting a light amplified by a simulated emission of radiation. It's some sort of death ray.
Well, that was an abrupt change in how to explain something, but yes, that is indeed a laser. That is actually what laser stands for. Yes, it is spelled with an S. Hey, Caruso Yamato, how's it going? We can also look at the mirrored surfaces of these two.
It's incredibly smooth and reflective.
And of course, if you try to walk through the door, Joe King is not going to have any of it.
I ain't gonna walk through those heat rays.
Thankfully, this is not a Sierra game. Otherwise, Joe King would have done it. Anyway, let's walk to the left, and we got a cutscene here. Hey!
Anderson, how soon until the Zeppelin is ready? Very soon, Dr. Einstein. Excellent. Once I have the skull, we will fly into the valley. Then I can begin my reign of terror. What about King? What you plan to do with him? Don't worry, Anderson. I know how much you despise the man. Despise is probably too strong a word. I can assure you that he will never bother you again. Ever. Oh? We shall discuss this later. I have work to do. Soon I will rule the world. What have I gotten myself into? The doctor is insane, and he plans on killing Joe. Without him around, who will I gloat over? On the other hand, I'll finally have him out of my hair. But then I'll have to live with his death on my conscience. Although Einstein is paying me good money, what a moral dilemma. What am I going to do?
And it looks like Anderson is having second thoughts about teaming with Dr. Ironstein to get revenge against Joe. Interesting. Well, we are now on this side of this room where we first met our good friend Ian, the guy in the cage. There's really nothing that we can look at, so all we can do is just go to this door to the left here. And we now have this little area. There are some things we can look at, such as the big stick, but there is also a statue here that we can look at.
There's a small indentation below the eye.
And it doesn't look like we have anything that we can put in there. There's also the statue itself.
He doesn't look too happy.
And we can look at the waterfall.
That water is really moving fast.
It looks like there are doorways behind those waterfalls, though maybe it's just how the waterfall is drawn rather than anything else. We'll soon see. Anyway, there is also this big stick.
It's stuck firmly in the stone.
Can we pick up the big stick?
I have it! I have the big stick! But now what do I do with it?
Well, we now have the stick in our inventory. We might as well look at the rock.
Too heavy to budge.
I wonder. It doesn't look like you can do anything with it. No, it doesn't look like it. Can we use the pick on the rock?
Not a good idea. I might do some unnecessary damage.
Can we move the rock?
I can't move it.
Okay, we can't move the rock. Okay. And what rock are we looking at? Sorry about that. The music kind of does that. I know it does that from time to time. So it looks like we're going to be walking around in silence again, which is going to be awkward because now I'm going to be more conscientious of my word choice than ever before. As we go back, yeah, we do have to go back. We have to go back to the cave room, to the doorway that we opened. However, there is... You know what? I want to save that for last. I want to save that room for last. I might as well do this before I forget. Let's go back up these stairs. And then we can go back. Yeah, we are going the way that we need to go here. You're going to be moving around in here a lot. Okay. Yeah, it is this one. I forgot you have to go upwards in order to enter the cave room. There. And now we can go in here. Alright. We have a big stick. Believe it or not, you can use it on the crypt to open it. If I can get to it. Oh, hey, I still have the hand puppet. Interesting. I thought I lost it.
Just great. I broke the crypt and my big stick.
Can I look at the hand puppet?
It's a slightly singed hand puppet. I'll call him Smokey.
Well, it's a good thing I did that. Well, you might as well look at the crypt.
Holy cow. It's some sort of ceremonial death mask. This thing could be worth a fortune. No one will mind if I take it.
And not only do we get a death mask, but we get the death mask. We get the death mask and we get the music back. However, it is a little dirty.
Its mirror surface is all tarnished.
If you look at it. So what we're going to do is take the rest of the mummy wrappings, which gives us the same description as before. And we lost the music again as quickly as we got it back. Well, no matter. We get to hear that little sound when we use the mummy wrappings on the death mask to clean it off, which is awesome. And now, to do one more thing before I end the video, and is that probably that one port that a lot of you have been waiting for. And by port, I mean part, obviously. I always seem to botch at live tweeting wrestling shows, and for some reason I keep botching saying things in videos. What can you do? Is this the room? No, it's not the room. Or is it the room? No, that's not the room. Why am I going in this direction? Try again. That's right, we need to go to the left. I forgot you have to go past the snake to get to where I want to go. Alright. Make our way through here. Go in here. I'm kind of sad that the music just kind of died here. I was hoping it wouldn't, but unfortunately it did. Which almost makes it sound like the video or the recording or something messed up, but I can assure you that is not the case. Is this the room? Well, we can go this way anyway, because I showed the long way originally, so now I can show you the short way. That'll work, I guess. And I believe here, where this big rock is, in the lower right-hand corner of the screen there, is where we need to go for the next thing we want to do. If we going to the right, it should look a little familiar because it's Ian. First of all, let's go ahead and use the lever.
Nothing happened.
Believe it or not, you do have to do that. And from here, we can talk to Ian.
I finally made it. About time. I'd almost given up hope.
And we might as well start asking Ian some questions.
Just out of curiosity, what's in the pit? I'll tell you what. Get me down from here and we can swap places. Then you can see for yourself.
Clearly, it's death. Anyway, where did Ian find the skull?
Where did you find the skull? It must have been hidden pretty good. You bet it was. Whoever built this temple certainly knew their craft. I had to use my superior intellect to find it. So, where did you find it? It was hidden in a secret room. Resting on a stone pedestal. I had to solve a complex puzzle to pick it up without setting off any death traps. What sort of puzzle? A complicated one. It involved math. Look, you wouldn't understand, so let's drop it, okay?
Interesting.
I've got an idea. Excellent. What is it?
Well, first of all, by hitting that switch, we get the get an extra dialogue option. But I'm going to go through the wrong ones first. This is obviously the wrong one.
Throw me the crystal skull and I'll go get help.
Hey, that's a great idea. Then when you've gone, I can sit here playing I Spy until I rot. Nice try, King, but I'm not as stupid as you look.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I've got another great idea.
I can't wait to hear this one.
Okay, this is it.
And from here, we can use another wrong one. I'll use the first one.
Squeeze through the bars and jump over the pit. I'll catch you.
You've got to be kidding. There's no way I'd make the pit. And there is no way that you would catch me.
Well,
Excuse me.
Yes?
I've got an idea.
we might as well go ahead and use a
Excellent. What is it?
third bad idea. Let's see what happens if he tries to rock the cage.
Maybe if you rock the cage, it'll break free.
Yeah, right. And I'd fall into the pit below. That is a stupid idea.
Well,
Excuse me.
we've got one
Yes.
more choice, and it is going to be the right one.
Got another great idea.
I can't wait to hear this one.
Okay, this is it.
What we need to do is have him untie the rope tethering the cage. Not the one above, but the one below.
I'd like you to untie the rope tethering the cage.
Don't be ridiculous. If I untie the rope, I fall into the pit.
Not the rope that the cage is hanging from, the rope at your feet.
Ah, of course. I knew that. There.
Great stuff. Now I can set you free.
And from here, we can use the lever.
It worked.
You're free.
Excellent. You have done well. But I'm afraid this is where we part company.
Hey, I thought we had a deal.
Don't argue with me, King, or I will have to shoot you.
Uh-oh.
But I saved your life.
And I am returning the favor. If I happen across you again, I may not be so kind. So don't follow me.
What a creep.
Well, that man is ungrateful. And excuse me. Well, I can't believe that somebody is knocking on my door concerning religion. Haven't had that weird of an ending since King Colossus. At least he didn't try to shove a pamphlet between the front door and the screen door. So, that's something. But we were already at 20 minutes anyway. So, what I'm going to do is make an entry here. And make an entry here. And we will carry on in the next video. So join me next time where we follow Ian, even though he doesn't want us to do it, and explore more of the temple. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. stay safe, and thanks for watching!